Today I'm going to show you how to set up the A-10 Warthog that I built using Crate Mod. First, you're going to need the tool gun from VMod. You're going to go to the schematics, locate the right schematic. In this case, it is either the VMod A-10 or the Armored A-10. Both of them are set up the same way. One just has steel blocks armor, so it's somewhat resistant to create big canvas projectiles. And the other one is unarmored. This is the unarmored one. Then you load it in, you right click, and it spawned, and that's how we got this. So I'm not going to do it again, otherwise we'll mess some stuff up. You can go ahead and remove that backup block. We don't need it now. If you come back here, there is a controller that is under that trapdoor, so grab that. Go around to the front, open that trapdoor, and right click it onto the controller hub there. Now it's linked. Also, your controller should have these codes in it. If this thing is saying overstressed, try breaking these pumps and replacing them. And also flick that lever, turn it on and off, and see if that works. If that works, it should just turn it back on and then it won't be overstressed. If you try to spawn in multiple of these though, you are going to have to start changing the codes on these transmitters here so that they don't conflict, because it doesn't have enough stress to power more than one thing from this engine. So if you have multiple on the same code, it will overload and then break everything. Then you're going to have to start relogging, and it's a huge pain. Anyways, and now that we've linked it, let's just make sure that these flaps are working. We should see those working, and these ones back here appear to be working as well. Let's test the landing gear by pushing that button. Yep, landing gear are good to go. That is the button there in the middle that's on the right. I will show you what I have for those key bindings so you can have the exact same ones if you want, but it is like a specific name button. Let's try pushing left click, and that shoots that. There we go. That shoots the main rotary cannon. And then those buttons in the top right corner, those four colored ones, I configured them to 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is for the different hardpoints that are redstone controlled. So the bombs, the rockets, and missiles. Now, if we get into the A-10, and we're in here, we press spacebar, which is the left or the right shoulder button. It turns on the jet engines. Before attempting to fly this thing, make sure you have a long enough runway. You do kind of need a long runway for this to get it up to speed before you can pull up. Free of obstructions, mind you, and that includes cactus. And I would also recommend reforming these flaps in the back and on the sides. And if you still have issues with the controls, I would then recommend relogging before attempting to fly it. But just reforming the flaps should also work pretty well. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to speed up. You'll start drifting to the left, but as long as you can push D and then drift to the right again, your flaps are good. So get going pretty fast, and then hold down S to pull up, and at the same time retract the landing gear, and then you can pull up. Or if you went off of a small cliff, you would also be able to pull up. But the one issue is it will not actually go up on its own. You have to either run it off a small cliff or retract the landing gear at the same time as you're pulling up. But now we're flying, so we can use the Gatling gun. I would be very careful with using it though, especially while turning or upside down or doing anything weird, because you might run into the bullet and blow up the plane. There's a somewhat high likelihood of doing that under the wrong conditions. And then you can press 1. We can drop the bomb down there. And if we press 2, it will shoot those things. 3 is the rocket pods. And 4 is, of course, those missiles on the end. That's how you fly the thing. I'll just show you my actual tweaked controller keybinds real fast. At some point, I probably will be able to get it so that goes with the mod pack itself so that those are automatic. But given that it's not like that yet, I will show you guys. So you're going to go to the pause menu, then go over to here to this button, and then go to controller configurations. Here you can see everything. You can see all the different stuff. So I'll just scroll down here. You can see this is where I changed it to 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you just make all of these things the exact same here, then the controls will all work kind of intuitively, assuming you have the right keyboard and mouse. Anyways, that's how you set up and fly the A-10 Warthog. Hopefully that helped if you had any trouble with it. And happy flying.